Coming up on this episode of Just Journal It.
But as soon as you said, bitch, I'm alone. Me too. At first it went, because I'm just isolated. I'm actually not neglected and unprotected. But then she said, well, bitch, I'm alone.
I'm in the matrix.
I'm in the matrix.
I'm over here in the matrix. I'm over here in the matrix.
You don't, you know what's crazy? You don't want to be like, I'm alone. I feel alone. I feel unprotected. I feel neglected. Because you don't want people to think that you're complaining, which is the fool.
You came through the fire, no matter how hard that they try. They can't stop you. They can't deny your light shines so bright. It's your moment, it's your time. It's all about you. Still fine, trendsetter. Now when you see me, I'm back and I'm better.
I was in therapy, right? And one of the things that I touched on with Love McPherson, who's my therapist, was feeling, how should I put this? I don't want to say neglected and unprotected, but isolated in a way, right? Not in a good way of isolation though, you know what I'm saying? Feeling very much alone. And I feel like when we have conversations, you all express some of the same energies that I feel. And I was explaining to her how I felt isolated, right? I don't want to say neglected and unprotected because that would be overshadowing, right? And that's not the totality of how I feel all the time. But most of the time I do feel isolated. So she asked me a question. She said, Syleena, who scans for you? And because I go into therapy and I talk about all the things that I'm doing for my kids and for my husband and for, everybody that's around me. And, this is what, and then this person got this and then they did this and then this, that, and the third. And then I know everybody's business and then where everybody's supposed to be and all of this. But who scans for you? But then I'm left depleted. I'm left feeling unprotected and neglected. And I guess because of the output, right? But what she said, when she said scan, that took the people down to the journal. So I journaled it, that statement. And what I got from it, I know because you always talk about journal the trauma and then then write the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So on the opposite of what are you not being scanned for, then I was able to list all these things. Do you all feel like you're alone? I feel like in general, I hate to say this, and I know black men they're gonna hate me when I say this. I just feel like as a whole, they don't scan for us. I don't think they're checking the temperature of the water anymore when it comes to us. And I'm not saying that they hate us and they don't want to deal with us, but I think that their feelings they've done so much scanning for their own feelings because maybe they feel unprotected and neglected by society, that they have turned their attention more into themselves and have left us unprotected and feeling neglected. And in my definition, isolated. Because I have a husband and sometimes I do feel isolated. What do you guys think? Do you ever feel like who scans for you? If I ask you who scans for you, will you be able to say, oh, such and such scan for me because X, Y, and Z?
That's a good one.
So, who scans for you? Or Shari, who scans for you? Or who should go first?
Easy. No one. You already know that. That's too easy.
Okay, so why do you say no one? And why is it so easy? Because I don't think that's true.
Thing when you start answering.
It's not
No,
true.
it's not an answer.
No, it is.
Well, it's
That's
not
my
true
truth.
You
because
got to turn it.
I
Oh, it
scan,
don't need to be
Because she
2
wants you
minutes.
to expound on that.
expound because I scan for you.
No, when you're talking about a person being isolated, feeling isolated, you just said no. You feel like no one scans for you.
Who scans for you?
There,
I didn't say I don't feel like no one scans for me. That's why I said I can't say.
I feel like, in my opinion, in my perspective, I don't feel like anyone scans for me. Maybe in the ways that I need to be scanned.
Okay.
Okay.
Clarify.
Come on, boss.
And what does that look like? What does your need of scanning look like? Because I could say, as your sister, I scan for you. If I'm thinking in my mind, okay, we get ready to go out of town. Okay, I know Leisha ain't gonna deal that. She don't like this kind of place. Even though there's not much about you that is not like me. So I know that places that I go, things I like, you probably gonna like and want to do the same stuff. But I do still think of you.
Right. I think
scanning.
Yeah, so I'm thinking scanning something else. So like
I'm not calling her at 9 o'clock in the morning anymore because I know she's up.
That's put my foot. But right. I thought you meant scanning in a sense of
checking for you.
Correct. So like when I was in South Africa, I think we had this conversation earlier. Like nobody really checked in. How's it going? What are you doing? And I was like moving alone and venting. It was like all these amazing things happening. I think that's looking for that's scanning. Even people that like friends that I'm not gonna say any names.
When you say nobody, who do you say? What?
It was
because in our feeds you were constantly giving us information of what was going on.
Right, but when you're talking about scanning, shouldn't the scan? So define your scanning.
Scanning.
Yeah.
Someone who genuinely cares about your well-being on a day-to-day basis. To me, in the story time group that we have, there's an immense amount of scanning that happens. Case in point, when Shari got back from Indiana, you said, Shari, how was your trip? I talk to Shari all the time, so I don't have to technically scan for her because I'm talking to her all the time, every day, all day long. And in doing that, I'm scanning for her on a day-to-day basis because I'm in constant communication with her. Also, thinking of in my opinion, thinking forward of a person. So like, let me use Sylette as an example of a scan. Sylette constantly scanned for Junior the entire time he was in the hospital. Doesn't mean she stopped everything and didn't do her life, but here and there in her mind, scanning.
Yeah.
Scanning. I scan for my kids all day from the time they wake up, they open their eyes to the time they close them. I know where they're at. I know what they're doing. And not every single minute of the day, but I'm checking in. Constantly in story time, we're checking in. In any given part of the day, I could probably tell anybody where the three of you are and what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Leisha, it's probably this much time. She probably sleep right now. I just got finished talking to her, so she probably sleep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Scanning, though, I think from your top start of it, it's a little deeper.
Well,
that's what I thought you would, because it goes into neglected and rejected. And well, not really. No, you changed that one.
Based on the way relationships are, the scanning is different, right?
Yeah.
If it's my husband, I expect a different scan.
Got to be scanned down.
It's got to be like how, not like exactly like my kids, but if you're living with someone, that scan should be all day. Imagine living with someone and that scan is not all day.
Yeah.
Right? Should we do a timer at all, or are we just free falling? Because actually we were doing good. Maybe we don't need a timer on this particular conversation.
Is this holding us back?
No, it might be.
We're breaking our own rules. It's ridiculous.
Listen,
We're breaking our own
rules are meant to be broken. Maybe for a different topic, we'll need to use the timer.
Okay. But we've been pretty good about not interrupting.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Shari, why do you scan for your mother in this manner?
She's right there. I mean, why not? You want to make sure she's good.
A fool.
I don't know. I think a part of me is just I think I have an emotional tie to my mom that I've probably had since I was a teenager, I think. And probably because I was an athlete and I didn't get as much time with her when I was younger. From an emotional standpoint, I didn't get a lot of emotional time with her. Mm-hmm. And I think as I've gotten older, that part of me that has always wanted that still longs for that. So the way that I kind of project that is to try to get at her attention. This is just me.
Do you think she scans for you?
I think she scans for all of us, me and my other two sisters. I don't think that she shows us that's what she's doing because she's such an internalizer and an introvert. I think she feels us very deeply, but I think she has her way of sorting through that. She's not really going to say, how are you doing? That's not really her style.
But you do feel like
notice,
she does want to know.
Yeah, she'll notice things about our behavior or how we shifted in the way that we're communicating, and she'll mention it later. But she's very pensive, so she kind of studies us, and then she'll go from there. But I don't think there's not a lot of people that like scan for me in the way that you're talking about. Even in the way that you're talking about.
I think it's levels of scanning.
Yeah, it's levels of scanning. Obviously, as a single woman, there's a level of scanning I'm not going to get.
Correct.
That's just
Right, yeah.
But I do think when you are a high achiever,
yeah,
people tend to forget that you do have emotional needs or desires to be connected. And they just miss the mark because they assume you're always going to be all right. You're self-sufficient. You don't need a certain level of support. It's an assumption. I don't even think it's a conscious thing. And that's something my family's been doing to me since I was a kid. So you kind of get used to it, but it feels unnatural and you want it. But if you're not getting it, you just move without it, knowing that you really do want it and need it to a certain respect. So I think sometimes it hardens you. Like, at least for me, it's hardened me emotionally, I think, in general, as a person. Because it's an emotional abandonment, but it wasn't done with malintent or ill intent, I should say. It just happened over the course of my life because of sports and because I've been independent for a long time. There's a level of need that people sometimes don't recognize.
See, and I think too, I think I've put this in my journal before, the profession I'm in, it's almost a professional scanner. Yeah. On the education side and on the entertainment side.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely
I have
on
to
the
have
entertainment side.
I have to have a level of scanning that if I don't scan at a level,
someone could be poor.
Someone could be broke and dead.
Yeah, they could literally die and starve.
Starve, and
not just that. It's like, it's also, if you're out on the road, there's so many different capacities. That's why it's hard. A lot of people cannot be road managers. They can't be this, they can't be that. You're scanning for so many people at one time. Oh God, is this? And don't let the guitar player leave and get arrested.
Bye, girl. Bye.
But I think I'm doing scanning, and then I find myself even in vacation modes, I'm scanning. Like when I was in Ghana, I'm over here watching the scan. It's too much. So I think depending on how long you've been doing it, you're programmed.
So I get the original thing of what Lena said.
I just asked who scans for you.
Yeah, who scans for you? So I have several text feeds, right? So we're all in text feed. So I'm in a text feed with you ladies. I'm in a text feed with my mother and my sisters. I'm in the text feed with my kids. I'm in the text feed with my kids and their women. And I call it the My Four Babies. So, and then I have a business partner that we talk all the time in text. Okay. So with that being said, no, I'm not alone. Plus, and then I have a boyfriend, fiance, right? So we're talking all the time. So I have people that would know if something happened to me, if I disappeared, if they didn't hear from me for hours, they would know something's wrong. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there's a level of loneliness. Mm-hmm. Where I don't feel like I'm being scanned for, and I almost feel like I'm watching a movie and I'm in it. And have you all ever seen that scene where the person has like an umbrella and it's red, and they're down like this, and there's people just moving around them, just moving. And sometimes I feel like
Matrix, I think.
It was the Matrix.
As the raindrops was going and then it stopped.
And it's like, I feel like I'm in the Matrix sometimes, where I feel like people are only checking or scanning if they need something.
If they want something. That's all day, every day.
Baby.
And other than that, I'm alone. So you're only calling or texting or coming in contact with me if you need something from me. And that's from the students, the people that you work with. You never have a pick up the phone and it's somebody from the company that you work with or work for or a student. How you doing? I just call say, no, it's, did you do the so-and-so? So I feel like I'm in a movie sometimes and people are not, they're just walking past me until they need to, can you do the such and such and such?
Sylette, that is such, I hate it. It's because it's such a spot on emotion that I share. And it's interesting because we all sat here and said what we said, but as soon as you said, bitch, I'm alone. You went, me too. At first I went, because I'm just isolated. I'm actually not neglected and I'm protected. But then she said, well, bitch, I'm alone.
I'm in the matrix.
I'm in the matrix.
I'm over here in the matrix.
Too.
I'm over here in the matrix.
You don't, you know what's crazy? You don't want to be like, I'm alone. I feel alone. I feel unprotected. I feel neglected.
But it's
because
okay.
you don't want to complain. You don't want people to think you're complaining. You don't want people to think that you're complaining, which is the fool. What is wrong with having a complaint about your emotions and the way that you feel? And what has put us in a predicament where we feel like we can't express the fact that we don't feel necessary for other people? Because for me, I don't feel necessary for other people in a way that is not monetary or physical gratification of some sort. Transactional.
Come on. And why is it
Even
a
my
complaint?
kids
It's not good.
and my husband.
Why is it a complaint? Why isn't it
It's
just
bad. It's
An
bad.
assessment. That's how you feel.
But why isn't it just, you know what? I
It
don't
is what
feel
it is.
really valued today.
It's value.
And let me tell you how
It's
I found
value.
out.
It's value.
I knew this, but let me tell you how I found
Not
out.
I knew this.
There's a person that I'm around. I won't say her name. There's a person that I'm around now. She's a ball of joy. I love her. This is a new friend of mine, okay?
Journal it.
Every time she has people calling her, she has people, do you need anything? I'm gonna help you with do you need something with your stuff? I'm gonna help you with your business. I'm gonna help you with your stuff. And I'm sitting back like, wow, there are people out here that people actually like and help. So is it you? So wait a minute. People don't like me? Because people come up to me all the time. Oh my God, you're the greatest. Oh, you're the best professor ever. And as soon as they don't get a grade that they like, it's, I never. This has been the worst test in class I've ever had. It's either you like me or you don't. Boo.
It's
Nobody
conditional.
likes
It's transactional. I brought this up the-
Conditional and transactional.
Oh,
But-
mommy, I love you. Can I have $1,000? It's
And if you don't have that 1,000,
then it's
I got a point.
and it's maybe not so much with my kids. They're trained to need me,
the
right?
kids are
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
They're
Kids are
trained to need
different.
us. But when do they want you? And when does anyone want you?
No one
and
likes us.
And have I trained everyone in my environment to
Clearly.
need me? Is that because sometimes you got to look at yourself?
That's why
Have you trained everyone
have
in
not.
your environment? Hear me
We've
out
allowed
now.
it. We've allowed it.
That's what I mean. You but by allowing it,
We've allowed it.
i.e., train them to need you. Whereas I don't need to scam for her because
She'll be
she
all right.
good.
She'll be all right.
No, that's definitely what
So how do you
happens.
reverse that?
You
cycle?
have to
Lisa,
start now.
You're strong. We don't need to find out what you're doing in Africa. You'll be just fine. Lena, you're an entertainer. You've been doing this.
You go to the gym
Shari,
every day and
you're the oldest.
not get hit upside your
Don't
head.
you know how to do everything for everyone at all the times? You're the oldest. You're supposed to do that. Just keep it moving. You're okay. We don't need to. Sylette, don't you always do things for your kids, your grandkids?
You're the resident nurse.
You're supposed
Help
to
everybody.
be help everybody.
Fix us.
You're a nurturer. You're supposed to be a great professor. Why wouldn't you? Because if you don't, then they're going to tell on you, and then you're going to.
Well, is there a difference between, so is there, when you're talking about scanning, I had this conversation with somebody, like, who really should be scanning for you? Is it expectation that you think students should call you saying, how you doing?
No.
They don't.
No.
So is it who's
Is it reading the
scanning?
room or
And then
scanning?
another one, are you scanning for yourself? So that now you show other people how to scan. To do this,
That
point
answers
is dumb.
no.
That's
You know
dumb.
why? Because we're scanning for the entire world.
Yeah. And when you're overwhelmed, you're overworked, you're fatigued, you don't even have capacity
scanners
sometimes
is
to
broke.
check in with you to scan. Right, your scan. You don't even have a scanner. Period.
The
That's
scanner broke.
operable.
Need a police scanner.
But I think that's part of it too. And then you just get conditioned to push through stuff, like and do what you need to do to get, like Syleena said, to get through your stuff to go help other
So then
people.
what is the answer?
For example,
gotta
like for me, honestly, and you talk about expectations. So I do in my friendships have expectations. They be down to under this couch by the time when I really think about it. That yes, my friends will scan for me. You know, they'll reach out and be like, "What's going on? How you doing?" I got a few that do that.
I mean, genuinely
I
want
have
to
a
know.
few that do that.
I'm
I have a
nosy,
few that do that, but most don't. And so when the
Like,
ones
what's
that
going
do,
on?
the ones that do it, it's like, oh, this is so refreshing. Why is it like refreshing
People
and like
actually do that?
I have a few.
You have friends that actually
I
call
have
you
a
and
few friends.
I don't have
it's
that.
funny because I'm the friend that does it with pretty much anyone in my space. I'll find a way to check in or get a hold of you or stay connected to you. But a lot of people don't do that, and maybe people didn't do that to them or for them. Maybe they don't know how to do that. You know
Has
what I'm
anyone
saying?
ever in here written about it in their journal?
I write about it.
Written
all the
about-
time.
Well, you wrote about it, and then
you scan for or
no,
lonely?
you
or,
said when you were younger, your mother, and have you ever like journaled that?
I've
Get-
talked about it in therapy. I don't know if I've written all of that down, but I've talked about it extensively.
Because
in
this is where it
therapy.
stems from.
I when I was little, and I told Love this, and she was like, "Oh, that's interesting." If y'all remember, I used to hide in garbage bags of old clothes. Like if it's summer, I would go down to the closets and get in the winter coats and stay in the
They were in
closet
there.
until someone called to see where I was. No one would call. And I would be in that coat closet for hours. I would fall asleep in there. Or I would be in my room playing Barbie dolls or whatever. And it'd be 4 hours to go back. I've been there, wrote 9 books, a play. I've been drew pictures and pasted them on the wall. No one knows until it's time to eat
Or go to bed.
or go to bed. So I wonder if growing up that way trained me to be okay with not being scanned for. Because then if that's your norm, how do you teach people how to scan for you? Is that something that you can do?
No,
Or you should do?
you shouldn't do. My thing is we attract who we are. So we're not attracting the people that scan because that's not what we want. We haven't acted
I'm a
like it.
scanner, and I didn't.
We haven't acted like we wanted that. You know how they
Correct.
say you don't teach,
Correct.
you need to teach people how to treat you. But if
Correct.
you keep getting the same type of people around you, this is what we do all the time. We get mad at people for not being who we want them to be when they were never that. They were never that. They weren't even that when you met them. So now you want them to change for you, and they weren't even that when you met them.
So then the answer is use the old saying of teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, and attract
And
what you want.
communicating.
Attract
So
what
then
you want.
communicating with the people that you want to scan for you, communicate to them that you want them to scan for you. And communicate with them how. Because like we discussed here, different people have different
different
types of
concepts.
scanners. If it's your job, that's a different scan. If it's your man, that's a different scan. If it's your kids, that's a different scan. If it's your friends, that's a different scan. And knowing the difference and not clumping everyone together because you'll be sad.
Yeah.
Because all the time. Because if this person doesn't scan like this person, it's not one way.
Because everybody does have lives and everybody's busy, and
Correct,
especially people
correct.
that may have kids or family and busy. And it goes back to Cherie's point. Maybe they think you're okay, you're doing good, but
And scanning for yourself.
Yeah, scan for yourself. But, you know,
And on that good note,
I'm all scanned out.
that's just journaling. You write it, you converse about it, you work it out. Follow us on social media and go to www.thejournalboutique.com. We all have our own personalized journals. You can get our journals. Whoever connects with you, you can get that person's journal or whatever. Get them all, child. Okay, then? Scan for all of us. Okay. But until next time, listen. It's your story. It's your time. So tell your story, because it's your legacy.
You came through the fire, no matter how hard that they try. They can't stop you. They can't deny.